All right, this is the last lesson in percents. It's on percent error. So percent error is when I make an estimate finding how far off I am. It's the ratio describing how far an estimate is from the actual amount. And there's a pretty easy way to do this. Um, you take the amount of error, you take the actual amount, and if you divide those, you get the percent error. It's very similar to percent of change. Okay, so here's a couple examples. So I need 300 square inches of wrapping paper to wrap a present, but I only cut 250 square inches. So what was my percent error? So I need, again, it's the amount of error over the actual amount. So the amount of error, if I needed 300 and cut to 50, the amount of error would be 50 square inches. The actual amount that I needed was 300. So if I divide these, that's really the same as dividing 5 by 30. Okay, I have to add a decimal. 30 goes in 50 once. Leaves me with 20. Bring down another 0. And that'll go in 6 times, which gives me 180. Leaves me with 20 again. This is going to be another 200, which means it's 6 again, 180 again, leave me with 20 again, and I can see that's going to keep going, right? So it's equal to 0.166 repeating. Now, this is a percentage, so I have it as a decimal right now. What we were doing in a lot of the problems before, we were taking something that was a percent and changing it to a decimal. Now we're going the other way. So when I did a percent to a decimal, I moved the decimal 2 to the left. So if I'm going the other way, a decimal to percent, I'll do the opposite. I'll move decimal 2 places to the right. And that would be 16.6 repeating percent. So my percent error was 16.6 repeating percent. That's it. That's all you have to do. So on this one, Dylan thinks his ELA homework will take him 20 minutes to do. It actually takes him 25. What's the percent error? Well, I'm going to take the amount of error and put it over the actual, and then I'll divide those. So the amount of error, he thought 20, it took him 25. That means he was off by 5 minutes. It actually took him 25, so there's your actual. And I just divide these. Make sure you put the right one inside. The top number has to go inside. Okay? So I have to add a decimal and a 0, bring the decimal up. 25 goes into 50 2 times exactly. So that's equal to 0.2. So if I'm going to make that into a percent, I move the decimal 2 to the right. So that's going to be 20%. So you had a 20% error. So real quick, write this down. To change from percent to decimal, move the decimal 2 places to the left. That's what we were doing on a lot of the earlier videos. To change from a decimal to a percent, go the opposite way. I'm going to do the exact opposite. I'll move the decimal 2 places to the right. So remember these 2 little facts, and then it's just doing the error divided by the actual amount. Divide that out, you'll get a decimal, then move it over to make it a percent. That's it.